Do you know you did that song, Luke?
Buddy, did I ever do it?
If you ever get Luke Bryan, by the way, was on the phone with us. You ever get these songs you're like, I gotta do this again.
Not that one.
Not that one.
I will say you're right. That song does keep on giving because there's nothing like seeing a stadium whenever that song comes on and Luke is live on stage. It transforms. It's the craziest thing you'll ever see.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's been fun through the years, and like I said, watching grandmothers and granddaughters alike shake it is pretty spiritual.
It is spiritual, as you said. Got a new album out called Mind of a Country Boy, and Luke Bryan's got of course, Love You, Miss You, Mean It is on there as well. I think this is what we talked to you about last time. But yeah, this is you start talking about how you're busy and you got all this stuff going on and you got Idol and touring, and I don't know how you do it, man. I really don't. You guys, it's nerve-wracking and exhausting, I would think.
You just keep throwing alcohol at it.
Is that it? Just keep on rolling?
Yeah, it's just like 93 octane. Beer and vodka, but no, it's busy, but it's good. I'm when you look at like Love You, Miss You, Mean It, and it's doing well. I'm just blessed. I never take any of this stuff for granted, and I never take like songs being at the top of the charts for granted, and it always feels amazing. And I look at like where I was. 15 years ago and 10 years ago, and I mean, this year I got to do Truist Park and Wrigley Field, and sold those out. And then I look at like where Morgan's at, selling out Neyland Stadium on a Friday and Sunday night, and talked to Morgan this morning. I mean, it's like the fact that, I'm just happy to be in the space. I mean, obviously, when you look at being in this career for a long time, I mean, there's what you want is new people to come along too. I mean, it's not like I have to spend the rest of my life going, I'm the greatest or whatever, know, man. I like to watch everybody else have fun too, and seeing people like Jelly Roll come into the picture. And
do you talk to those guys much? Or like, what are your conversations like with Morgan this morning or Jelly? Like,
yeah, I'm actually more surprised that they were both awake at the same time because it's early.
Well, I didn't talk to Jelly this morning. I'm just saying, I did talk to Morgan briefly, and I was just like, man, it was awesome seeing the socials, the stuff you see on Instagram and TikTok about Neyland Stadium, and just uplifting him and telling him congratulations. And when I from time to time, I'll bump into Jelly Roll, and same thing. I mean, man, I know what it feels like to, I know what it feels like to just go write songs and then they go take off and become like crazy hits that you didn't even expect they were going to become.
Anthems.
And it's kind of overwhelming and fun and scary. And the main thing is it's just fun to watch them. Watch it happen.
Well, I think they need you. They need yous. They need you because you've done it before and you're still doing it. And they look at you as like a kind of a blueprint of
This is how Luke did it.
Not everything that Morgan did. The chair. Don't throw a chair off a building, but other than that, it's kind of like a blueprint.
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, I think you're gonna. I think Morgan. We obviously know, you got Morgan's learning along the way. I mean, he just turned 30, and
God,
I
is that
was
right?
25 when I moved to town.
Yeah.
And you look at somebody like Jelly Roll. I mean, he got all of his
partying.
He got all of his stuff maybe out of the way, and then you got guys like me, and then you got some. I don't know. It's just an amazing dynamic. I mean,
it is.
I've and the beauty. Nobody really gave me credit and saw me coming. I never will forget. Like a couple weeks ago, my 16-year-old is the backup quarterback. He's in the 10th grade, and he's backup quarterback. And there was another quarterback that they played that's like this, supposed to be the best quarterback in the country. And my son was like, Dad, did you see him? I mean, he looked like, Bo had already had this guy proclaimed to be the next.
Let's go.
Peyton
Manning.
The next Peyton Manning. And I said, Bo, first of all, you're 1 inch shorter than him. And you got to remember you're in the game too. Don't get – like I remember going to all these big 10-man jams and doing my little song called All My Friends Say, and everybody was kind of like – I remember being the afterthought and kind of understanding, I'm kind of the afterthought. And I remember going back to the drawing board and slowly working my way out of that thought. And so that's what I was kind of wanting to tell.
Oh, that's good, man. Man, that's really good what you just said.
And I told Bo, I said, hey, buddy, when I moved and when I got my record deal, I was a 1-star recruit. I wasn't a 5-star.
Uh-huh.
And I said, buddy, all the 5 stars, I remember all the 5 stars, and your old dad figured out how to navigate through it and go become what I wanted to be. And so that was a fatherly learning time to,
Sounds like something you read off a calendar or something.
Yeah, then he slammed the door and went back to not paying attention to what Dad says anymore.
Well, what do you know? What do you know?
What an idiot. Luke Bryan from the album Mind of a Country Boy, which is out. Here's Love You, Miss You, Mean It. More Luke Bryan coming up next. Luke Bryan is our guest. The album is out. It's called Mind of a Country Boy. Make sure you pick it up. Also, make sure you I don't know if you do you know if it's on a vinyl or not? Do you know if
the last historically a vinyl always happens.
Yeah.
I got a cool story and gosh, I pray I just met a gentleman named Peter Collins.
Okay.
And he's an English guy, and he had don't call me out. It may be worth a Google right now.
Yeah, record producer Peter Collins, I got him.
Yeah, he had worked on some Bon Jovi stuff. And I had a friend call me and say, Luke, Peter Collins is pretty sick with cancer, and he wants to come catch some trout out at your farm. And I said, absolutely, hell yeah. So he comes out there, and I met him, and he's English, and he's like, I'm not going to.
Please do. No, you have to.
Yeah, you have to do the voice.
Oh, whatever. It's terrible. No, I'm not doing it, and you're not baiting me into doing it. Well, he goes, Luke, I really enjoy listening to music on vinyl, and do you have any? He goes, I'll go to vinyl and find some of your albums. Well, I said, man, don't do anything. I had all these vinyls just stacked up in my music room. I went and got him like 6 of them, all of my albums, and handed them to him.
Oh, nice.
And like literally a month later, he passed away. And the reason why, the vinyl always comes out, and Peter was like, Luke, you need to create a room in your house where you can go listen to your stuff on vinyl and stuff like that.
I would love to do that. Those like vinyl listening rooms where you have like the big old the tall
audio,
speakers.
And the audio file set up and all that. Yes.
Dude, hey, I just looked up, Luke, he did Operation Mindcrime from Queensryche, which is my all-time favorite rock album. I didn't know he was the producer
You
for
had
that.
royalty there, man.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah, I think he had done some Bon Jovi stuff.
Yeah, Bon Jovi, Air Supply.
Dude, Air Supply.
Rush.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
all
man.
out of love.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man.
But he, really sweet moment. And
that's cool you did that.
Love that, man.
But, so the vinyl thing better be happening.
It better be. I love how your mind works. It's like it's like you're there, boom, and you come back and it's all on a bow.
Well, everybody
Did
pick
I clean it up?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you cleaned it
Mind of a
pretty good.
Country Boy. It is out. Love You, Miss You, Mean It's on it, along with a whole bunch of other awesome songs that you're going to love.
But you need to convince my wife to let me seal it with the bow. She won't never let me get to the bow.
That's
part
gross.
of being married.
It's weird. It's getting weird now. We got to go. Your phone's cutting out. Bye, Luke.
Yeah, she's already halfway down the driveway when I was going to get to the bow.
You're like, honey, I'm ready. Hello.
I was going to land the plane, baby, and now...
Nah, not so much. Not so much. Your gear won't come down. All right.
We're burning fuel off.
Luke Bryan, everyone. Get the album. Love you, Luke. We'll talk to you soon.
Love y'all.
See you, man. Bye. All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
you were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.